Today we're diving into the fascinating story of Johnson & Johnson, one of the most iconic and influential healthcare companies in the world. We'll explore its humble beginnings, the innovations that drove its success, and how it continues to impact our lives today. Our story begins in 1886 in New Brunswick, New Jersey. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, and the United States was experiencing rapid growth and innovation. It was during this time that three brothers, Robert Wood Johnson, James Wood Johnson, and Edward Mead Johnson, founded Johnson & Johnson. Their vision was to create a company dedicated to producing high-quality medical products that would improve healthcare and save lives. The early years. The Johnson brothers started with a simple, yet revolutionary idea: to produce ready-to-use surgical dressings. At the time, surgical procedures were fraught with risks, and infection was a major concern. The Johnsons recognized the need for sterile, reliable medical supplies. With this vision, they set up a modest manufacturing plant in New Brunswick. Their first products included sterile surgical dressings, bandages, and sutures. These products were met with enthusiasm by the medical community, as they significantly reduced the risk of infection during surgeries. The success of these initial offerings laid the foundation for Johnson & Johnson's growth. The company's early success was also driven by its innovative marketing strategies. Johnson & Johnson understood the importance of branding and consumer trust. They ensured that their products were not only effective, but also accessible to the general public. This approach helped establish Johnson & Johnson as a trusted name in healthcare. Innovation and expansion. Innovation was at the heart of Johnson & Johnson's mission. In 1894, the company introduced one of its most famous products, Johnson's Baby Powder. Made from Italian talc, this product was designed to keep skin dry and prevent irritation. It quickly became a household staple, symbolizing the company's commitment to quality and care. The success of Johnson's Baby Powder marked the beginning of Johnson & Johnson's expansion into consumer healthcare products. The company continued to innovate, introducing products like dental floss, sanitary napkins, and first aid kits. Each of these products addressed a specific healthcare need, making quality medical care more accessible to the public. Sanitary napkins were introduced in 1897, addressing a critical need for women's health. This was a significant step forward in promoting hygiene and comfort. First aid kits, introduced in 1901, became essential items in households and workplaces, providing a convenient way to treat minor injuries. World War I and public health. During World War I, Johnson & Johnson played a crucial role in supporting the war effort. The company ramped up production of surgical dressings, bandages, and other medical supplies to meet the demands of the battlefield. This period highlighted the company's ability to respond to public health crises and solidified its reputation as a reliable healthcare provider. Beyond the war, Johnson & Johnson was deeply committed to public health initiatives. The company launched campaigns to promote hygiene and disease prevention, distributing educational materials and products to communities in need. This proactive approach to healthcare set Johnson & Johnson apart and demonstrated its dedication to improving public health. One notable example was the company's campaign against the spread of tuberculosis in the early 20th century. Johnson & Johnson produced and distributed pamphlets, posters, and other materials to educate the public about prevention and treatment. Their efforts contributed to a broader public health movement that aimed to combat infectious diseases. The expansion into pharmaceuticals. In the mid-20th century, Johnson & Johnson expanded into pharmaceuticals, further broadening its impact on healthcare. The acquisition of McNeil Laboratories in 1959 marked a significant milestone. McNeil's flagship product, Tylenol, became a cornerstone of Johnson & Johnson's pharmaceutical portfolio. Tylenol, an over-the-counter pain reliever and fever reducer, quickly became a household name. Its success was driven by Johnson & Johnson's commitment to safety and efficacy. The company's rigorous quality standards and innovative marketing strategies helped establish Tylenol as a trusted brand for consumers worldwide. Cut to visuals of Tylenol's marketing and consumer reception. Tylenol's success was also a result of its innovative marketing. Johnson & Johnson positioned Tylenol as a safer alternative to aspirin, particularly for children and individuals with certain medical conditions. This strategic positioning helped Tylenol capture a significant share of the market. The Tylenol crisis. Johnson & Johnson's commitment to safety was put to the test in 1982 during the Tylenol crisis. Cyanide-laced Tylenol capsules resulted in the tragic deaths of 7 people. This crisis could have devastated the company, but Johnson & Johnson's swift and transparent response turned it into a case study in crisis management. The company immediately recalled 31 million bottles of Tylenol, halted production, and cooperated fully with authorities. Johnson & Johnson also introduced tamper-evident packaging, setting a new standard for the industry. This decisive action restored public trust and underscored the company's unwavering commitment to consumer safety. Johnson & Johnson's response to the Tylenol crisis is often cited as a textbook example of effective crisis management. The company's transparency and quick action reassured the public and reinforced its reputation for integrity. The introduction of tamper-evident packaging became an industry standard, significantly enhancing consumer safety. Modern-day Johnson & Johnson. Today, Johnson & Johnson is a global healthcare giant, with operations in over 60 countries and products sold in more than 175 countries. The company's portfolio spans pharmaceuticals, medical devices, and consumer health products, all designed to improve the quality of life for people around the world. Johnson & Johnson continues to lead the way in healthcare innovation. The company's pharmaceutical division has developed groundbreaking treatments for cancer, HIV, and autoimmune diseases. Its medical devices division produces cutting-edge surgical instruments and diagnostics, and its consumer health division offers trusted products for everyday care. One of Johnson & Johnson's most recent successes is its contribution to the development of the COVID-19 vaccine. The company's single-dose vaccine has been a critical tool in the global fight against the pandemic. This achievement underscores Johnson & Johnson's ongoing commitment to addressing urgent public health needs. Interesting facts and unknown stories. Here are some interesting facts and lesser-known stories about Johnson & Johnson. Did you know that Johnson & Johnson was one of the first companies to offer maternity leave to its employees? Smiles. This policy, introduced in the 1940s, reflected the company's progressive approach to employee welfare. Johnson & Johnson is also deeply committed to global health initiatives. The company has partnered with organizations like the World Health Organization to combat diseases such as tuberculosis and HIV. Its philanthropic efforts have provided essential medical supplies and support to underserved communities around the world. In addition to its healthcare contributions, Johnson & Johnson is dedicated to environmental sustainability. The company has implemented initiatives to reduce its carbon footprint, conserve water, and promote recycling. These efforts demonstrate Johnson & Johnson's commitment to creating a healthier planet for future generations. Johnson & Johnson has also made significant contributions to women's health. The company's introduction of sanitary products in the late 19th century helped to break down taboos and improve women's hygiene. More recently, Johnson & Johnson has supported research and education initiatives focused on maternal and child health. The timeline of Johnson & Johnson. Let's take a closer look at the timeline of Johnson & Johnson's remarkable journey. 1886. Johnson & Johnson is founded by Robert Wood Johnson, James Wood Johnson, and Edward Mead Johnson in New Brunswick, New Jersey. 1887. The company produces its first products, ready-to-use surgical dressings. 1894. Johnson's baby powder is introduced, becoming a household staple. 1897. The company launches sanitary napkins, addressing a critical need for women's health. 1901. Johnson & Johnson introduces the first aid kit, making medical care more accessible. 1914, the company celebrates its 25th anniversary with continued innovation and growth. 1943, Johnson & Johnson becomes a public company, offering shares on the New York Stock Exchange. 1959, the acquisition of McNeil Laboratories and the introduction of Tylenol mark significant milestones in the company's pharmaceutical division. 1982, the Tylenol crisis tests the company's commitment to safety, resulting in the introduction of tamper-evident packaging. 1990s, Johnson & Johnson expands its global reach, acquiring multiple companies and entering new markets. 2000s, the company continues to innovate with new treatments for cancer, HIV, and other diseases. 2020, Johnson & Johnson plays a crucial role in the global response to the COVID-19 pandemic, developing a single-dose vaccine. Today, Johnson & Johnson remains at the forefront of healthcare innovation, with a commitment to improving health and enhancing life. The legacy of Johnson & Johnson. The legacy of Johnson & Johnson is one of innovation, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. From its humble beginnings in a small manufacturing plant to its current status as a global healthcare leader, Johnson & Johnson has consistently pushed the boundaries of what's possible in healthcare. The company's ongoing research and development efforts continue to drive progress in medicine and healthcare. Johnson & Johnson's commitment to addressing unmet medical needs ensures that it remains at the forefront of scientific discovery. Johnson & Johnson's products touch the lives of billions of people every day. Whether it's a Band-Aid on a child's scraped knee, a life-saving cancer treatment, or an innovative surgical device, Johnson & Johnson's impact is felt in countless ways. Personal reflections and emotions. As a physician, I'm deeply inspired by the story of Johnson & Johnson. The company's unwavering commitment to innovation and quality has had a profound impact on healthcare. Its legacy is a powerful reminder of the difference that dedication and vision can make. It is incredible to think about how many lives have been saved and improved because of Johnson & Johnson's work. The story of this remarkable company is not just about business success. It's about improving health and enhancing life. Smiles. It's a story that continues to inspire us all. The rise of Johnson & Johnson is a testament to the transformative power of innovation and the profound impact it can have on human lives. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a global healthcare leader, Johnson & Johnson's story is one of dedication, resilience, and hope. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history. Stay tuned for more intriguing stories on MD Talk, Health and Fitness. As we conclude, let's remember the words of Robert Wood Johnson. It is our duty to use our talents and resources to make the world a better place. This guiding principle continues to drive Johnson & Johnson's mission and inspire healthcare professionals around the world. Disclaimer: this podcast provides educational information and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult a healthcare provider for any medical concerns. Your MD Online LLC and United Medical Group are not liable for any harm resulting from use of this content.